This is nice. Oh, is this your plan all along?
Enjoy your new home.
Here we go. Here's the moment we've been waiting for. There you go. So brave. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new around here, we're Brittany and Drew, two hopeful adventurers who got married, moved into a van, and have been chasing adventures all around the globe ever since. And now, after moving from the USA to Portugal, we'll be documenting our entire journey of building our dreams as we transform a historic watermill into our first home, not on wheels. Join us as we embark on this new and exciting phase of life. Now, let's take in a deep breath and let it out. Let the adventure begin.
Hey babe,
Hey.
Change of plans.
Okay.
We have enough extra wood in the mill that we can use so we don't have to go buy wood.
That's really exciting, but I've also been like studying up on CATIOs. They're amazing. People go all out on these CATIOs, and
They're
I'm like
luxury apartments for cats.
with like swings and live trees and walkways and AstroTurf. We gotta use the AstroTurf. I know these cats are going to be outdoor cats. This is just like a temporary holding ground to help them like decompress.
Acclimate.
Yeah. Did we tell them yet that we've decided to adopt all 3 kitties?
Guys, this is a huge step for Brittany and I. We are stepping into the world of responsibility, not with just land ownership and management of the land, but taking on some pets and some furry friends to just enjoy around the place and keep the rats away.
I've like dreamed of this day.
I know.
I can't wait.
If you guys also don't know, a CATIO is a cat patio, and people make them really amazing. This is totally new to us, so we're gonna try to make kind of like a temporary structure for our cats. One day maybe it'll be even a better one, but we're getting the cats soon, so we just gotta put something together that they'll be happy enough with.
I think my dream CATIO is one where there's like a little cat door on the water mill where the kitties can go inside to outside. You know, I've only ever had indoor cats, so owning 3 outdoor cats, like wild outdoor cats that really just come by to be fed and like loved on every once in a while. This is going to be different for me. This will be different for us. We've never owned a pet together.
We've never had to feed anything but ourselves.
I know. And like maybe watered our sunflowers on our Los Angeles porch.
I told Brittany what a CATIO was and that was the project for the day, so she jumped on her computer, started researching it, and I think you're pretty impressed.
I am, and then I found all these other DIY cat projects, like this cool cat bed you could make from a clear dome thing. Is that not amazing? A little acrylic dome cat bed that hangs. Can I sleep in that?
That's like that washer machine door that we found the other day.
You're
Maybe we can include
right.
that.
Drew and I are all about repurposing, reusing, and recycling. And the other day we saw a washing machine on the side of the road, and I was like, we gotta get that. That's a porthole for either a future van build.
But maybe it's incorporated into our cat
CATIO.
design. Yeah, what we came for.
We'll probably get a doggy one day too, but for
now, this is what we can handle. We're helping out some other people in the area who have to move to a city and had to give these cats up for adoption. So we got things to do. The day's heating up.
What can I do? I'm just drinking coffee.
Just get
and,
ready to go.
like loving CATIO research right now.
Tell me more. So I'm thinking we're gonna build it somewhere in here. About 1.7 meters wide, which is roughly 5 feet.
We want them to be close enough to us so that they can get used to us, so that we can easily feed them. And once we let them out into the wild again, where they will be happiest and where they're used to being, at least they'll have a little safe space near us that they can always retreat to.
Yeah, 1.7. We'll make the wall one side of the entire unit. Same with the back wall there, so we only have to build 2 sides and a roof.
because we're gonna put it up against the little cave here.
Our nook.
Cool.
We're gonna make a cat cave. Not a catio, a cat cave.
Of course we are.
All right, now the question is, how far do we go this way?
Right, because now it's starting to get into the yoga studio.
Yeah, where? It's either Brittany and her yoga or the cats.
I mean, you could make it big enough, and I'd love to do yoga with the cats.
So I should just build it as an attachment onto our camper.
Basically, just could screen in this whole cave.
I think that's a little far. Probably like 2.5 meters. This is a metric measuring tape, guys. That is definitely one of the complications here, is understanding all the conversions.
And I think we should get a new rug.
That was meant to be a mobile rug that we took with us wherever we went in the van, not just permanent living.
I know, it doesn't do well with sun exposure every day.
All right, I think the back corner, because the angle of the wall, we can go about 2 meters, 6 foot, maybe 6.5 foot back here. I think we should make it about 2 meters high. That way we can stand in it.
Okay, I like it. There's that river that we were supping on the other day.
Some salt flats.
Oh wow, no wonder the water was so salty.
Ooh. Little energy.
Well, this is a fun area. Although I've heard putting indoor cat trees outside is a bad idea for mold. What's also cool is you can buy bee boxes here. All the things for making your own honey. There's even bee food. I've never seen one of these. One day. And talk about this stilling equipment. Wow.
Drew was on a mission, gathering anchors to drill into our cave rock walls, joints for connecting the wooden beams, and hinges for making the door.
One latch. We have now arrived to the outdoor section. This is where all of our options for the mesh wire situation that we will be using as the walls for our catio are. I've heard that I think it was 14 gauge was the strongest and best, and to not use chicken wire because it's pretty weak and it'll like kind of fall loose, and the kitties are smarter than that.
There's a lot of options back here. This is what you were talking about with the thin chicken wire type stuff. Yeah, I don't think that's quite what we want.
But this is a pretty great option where it's like welded together, you know?
Yeah, and the cats can't fit through that. How tall am I? 1.8 meters.
Let's do it.
I don't think we need the real high one.
Nah.
All right.
These cats are used to being outside and in the wild, and they're just going to be living in this for maybe a week or two maximum. So we're going to keep it a little simple, but spacious.
And
yes.
secure.
Yep. Inside of the warehouse that we're about to enter now, they have a bunch of ginormous bags of animal feed for like horses and chicken and goats. But I was reading up on what kind of natural cat litter. These cats have never peed in a litter box, so it's not like they're used to anything. But while they're living in this, we're gonna hope that they like whatever we choose as the cat litter. 25 kilos, under 10 euros for wheat. And here we have 25 kilos of chicken feed instead of the 20 kilo kitty litter for 25 euros. This stuff is biodegradable, it's all natural, very absorbent. Never would I ever imagine gluten allergy, me buying a giant bag of wheat.
Are you sure when you pet the cats you're not going to be sneezing?
So long as I'm not like hanging out in the litter box.
All right, you're making the call on this one.
I know.
Taking my chances. Wow.
That's a problem. There's no way I'm going to be able to close that.
Wait the
Thank you.
wow.
Okay,
Oh my
go.
God.
I think I just got left hanging.
When we got home, we decided to tackle a long overdue project. Hoisting up Our first canvas. Excellent.
Gotta get a zip tie.
At least something was easy.
Next, we hoisted the square canvas over top of the camper in hopes that it would keep us and the kitties cool for the heat wave that was coming next week.
Well, it looks good. How it will affect our solar energy coming into the camper, time will tell.
It makes me feel a lot more Swiss Family Robinson.
Yeah. Next project. We're lucky that we had wood in here that we could use.
I know, how handy. We're like ants.
Yeah. We're also lucky that there were sawhorses left in here and some good work benches that we can use.
Alright, about 2 meters. So originally this was intended for a different project, but it's pretty handy it's sitting here, so we're gonna make use of it, and it's gonna be the roof of the CATIO. Well, we can't have that right next to our cutting line. This would be like the simple framework that we staple the cage to. The boards earlier were for all the posts in the corner that hold the weight and support the structure.
Look, you made me a little limbo. Oh, can I do it? Oh my.
Can she do it?
I'm gonna be...
Can she go all the way? We're gonna extend out the limbo.
No! Woo!
There's not a chance I could do that.
I also wanted to point out and ask you guys what you thought of this. Whoa, it's like powder in there. Is this termites or beetles? Do you guys know? I mean, there were no bugs, at least not anymore. It has been a good 8 years that wood has been sitting in there unused, but still curious.
Awkward carry.
Oh, you're almost there. I can use a cushion. Fastening your Ghostbuster arm.
Oh yeah.
We gotta blow the leaves out of our CATIO corner.
Usually I rely on Drew to capture all of our mind-blowing, perspective-gaining drone shots, but with the newest member of our family, the innovative and miraculous Hover X1 pocket-sized self-flying camera, now I can have fun flying too. Its foldable frame makes it extremely convenient to carry with us on all of our adventures. And with its enclosed propellers design, it makes it safe to fly around people. So first we turn it on, hold down this button, green light, and then we use this button to toggle the modes. Orbit. With its 5 pre-programmed intelligent flight paths, it couldn't be easier to control. Plus, it's hands-free, meaning we can capture ourselves enjoying our lives and each other like never before. Bird eye. Which makes the camera fly up vertically or spiral. Hover. Which hovers in a fixed position, framing the user. Zoom out. Which flies away. Follow. It's a perfect mode for hiking. And with its simple 3-second palm takeoff and landing, it truly makes for a fun and stress-free drone flying experience.
Let's see if it understands the elevation. Yeah, it's following you.
It's incredible. It's like the smartest little drone. And the littlest. He's so cute. And all the footage is saved right there on our phones. We have the app downloaded. If you want to get your hands on this amazing little adventure companion, then be sure to check out our link below. This thing is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Come on, what are you waiting for?
All right, let's go. I want to watch it follow you again. Good morning, guys. Well, after some prep work, some cleanup, and a good night's rest, we're back at it. You can see the spot's looking great, and now I'm gonna get building. I can't wait for this step. We've got a lot of the pieces cut, most of them, got everything up here. Let's get at it.
He started with building the principal wall that would go up on the left side, measuring out the furring strips and attaching them to the frame.
Well, that wasn't very good. You can see the quality of these furring strips. Not really intended for this purpose, but it's what we had laying around. I went to lift up the frame, and because this snapped and cracked a little bit when I was screwing in the crossbeam, the whole thing just twisted and popped, and my nails, my screws right here, look, they split the wood when I went to lift the entire thing up like this. I got a repair job to do. All right, it is time to cut the cage. Hopefully it cuts fairly easy. This isn't the thickest of wire, but it's still got some meat to it. Oh, nice and easy, like butter.
He tucked it in nicely along the edges in preparation for the staple gun, which we borrowed from a neighbor, and then the hammer to make sure that all the staples are in nice and snug. For attaching the cage to the furring strips, he used U-shaped nails, simply because they're just a lot stronger than the staples. But also a lot more work. Then, after studying his drawing, it was time to start building the front wall, measuring each piece of wood and setting them out before securing them in place. This wall would also have the door on it, which made it a bit trickier to construct. He used those L-shaped brackets from the store to build out the corners of the door. Next, it was time to roughly assemble the parts so we could be sure that the door fit between the walls before anchoring anything in place.
Maybe a hug.
Bigger than our camper van.
Ready for the door?
Oh, I'm ready.
I think these cats are gonna be very happy.
This is crazy.
Wow. Knock knock. Meow. Welcome in. I'm just stoked I can walk in this without ducking.
Yeah, me too.
After testing out our new spatial arrangements, it was time to anchor things in place, and it was also time for a snack. Fig break. Will they fit through here? Good kitty. Getting the door put in place.
The hinges.
Yep. Lastly, it will be the roof, which are those pieces back there. It's taking a little bit longer than we thought.
A little bit.
We were going to call this How to Build a CATIO in a Day, but we're on day 3 now.
No.
Maybe. Yeah.
Can I get 4 more screws?
We could, I thought you were going to say 4 more figs. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
You should have maybe left this a little longer because the cats might try to escape.
Kitties, please stay in.
That's why we got zip ties and more fence.
True story. But we are gonna clip off all of these little hazardous spikes here.
But I think we should cut this like way back in here.
Oh, like more?
Yeah, like I don't think it needs to stick way out. What do you think?
No, I think more. I'm just gonna cut
I
here.
wonder if there's a way to bend these and jab them into the wall.
Oh, that's an idea.
That's an idea, isn't it?
Oh,
Little hammer action.
yeah. I
Oh,
like handles.
I got a handle right here. How convenient. Here.
Oops. It's not the strongest wall. We can bend them in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, if we can
Here,
get them.
bend them inwards.
I have some silicone caulk that we could like put it in there. It's like a cement made for drilling a hole and putting something into a wall like an anchor.
Okay, that's a good idea.
All right, breakfast of champions, maya de lait, dulce de gila, and a whole bucket of plums and figs from our neighbor. Love the fresh things from the land here. This whole project has gotten a little larger, a little more time consuming, and a little more involved than we could have ever imagined. It's very custom, so it just takes time. There's a lot of cutting, stapling, so forth, and so on. Today's the day. I'm about to put the roof on. These cats, hopefully they love it.
Ooh, I think our hopes were a little too high here.
But really, the goal is that they just feel comfortable in it. We can spend some time in it with them rather than sticking them down in the mill right now because we're not down there all the time. It's kind of a great in-between for the time being, and hopefully we can eventually open that door, let them run freely, and they'll get used to our land. They'll be happy here. They'll love our little valley, and they'll just be good buddies, good furry friends around. All right, everything feels a little more sturdied up and strengthened. Got some nice cross supports going. I even added a little bit of a lip over here. Hopefully that allows any rain to give a slight angle to run off the side. While I was finishing up the roof there, I heard the GoPro beep and shut off due to the heat and being in the sunshine and such intense UV. So I came up here to get it. The roof is coming along, but man, it's hot out here. It's still the morning hours, and that's why it's taken such a long time to get this whole project done, because each day we're fighting the heat just to try to work through the day, which kind of makes us not that productive. It's best to work in the mornings and the evenings. Whew. But look at this. Got one last panel to put on. I think we're all set, unless these cats are like tigers and can chew through this plastic and metal wiring. All right, next I want to take a zip tie and find a drill bit that's just a little wider than it. And we're gonna drill through a bunch of these little spots in the paneling, and we're gonna do zip ties again and connect those two pieces.
This corner over here was particularly tricky since it was extremely hard to figure out how to secure the caging to the rock wall. Plus, we didn't know how good of rock climbers these cats would be. But we were about to find out.
Nice and shady under here.
Perfect.
That does it.
Very nice. This is nice. This is gonna be like our little workstation once the cats don't want to live in here. Oh, is this your plan all along?
If you were thinking like a cat and it's late night and you wanted to conspire with the other cat to try to make a quick escape, is there any spots you'd try to get out?
Okay, not strong enough there. I consider that. Here,
About over here.
for sure. They're gonna try to stick their head out and then they're gonna get caught.
So we need to support that a little better.
Or like put something. It's questionable.
All right, maybe we put like some type of board on there. What about that like spot right up the middle of the corner?
Like there.
Yeah,
Maybe we press it in.
I tried.
I mean, I don't think they can climb up there, but they might surprise us.
Wow.
We're gonna have to observe. See what kind of kitties we're dealing with here. They've never like been contained in a space, so I'm sure they're not gonna like love this, but we're gonna try to make this as enjoyable and relaxing and comfortable for them as possible.
Keep in mind, guys, this is only temporary, so actually if they do get out, hopefully then they'll just keep returning and come back for food and just roam wild on our land, because that's what we really want. We want them to be at the lagoon, down by the terraces, up here hanging out with us, wander around the mill, keeping the rodents away.
I've never relocated outdoor cats to another outdoor space, so it's an experiment. And we want them to be happy first and foremost, so hopefully they don't try too hard to escape this, but
Yeah.
if they do, it's not the worst thing ever, you know?
We'll bait them back with sardines. I'm excited to go get them. We'll pick them up in a little bit.
Oh my
They're waiting
gosh.
for us.
I forgot that was happening.
That's all today.
Last night was our kitty moon, our final outing before becoming kitty parents.
As 2 before we take on 3 and become 5.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
After 14 years together, 7 years of being married, 8 years of being nomads, and just a few months of living here on this property, Drew and I are finally going to have our first little fur children.
Nice and dry. I think they'll like this. Again, they've never gone in a litter box before, so we'll see. And voila, AstroTurf is the finishing touch. Babe, I think you should be very proud. Wow.
This is a big moment. We're on our way to go pick up the cats.
We're driving about 30 minutes to where they are.
Currently, the owners have them in a crate. They've been feeding them fish and biscuits. And they closed the door. So the cats are all in the transport box, and we're gonna put them in the back of the truck. I hope they like us.
I hope that they're not too, stressed. But they had been feeding them inside of the crate all
for about a
week.
week. So
Yeah.
everybody's been doing their part to make it as seamless as possible and natural for the cats.
So just a few more miles and kilometers and the kitties will be in the back of the truck and soon to be in their new CATIO. Hopefully.
Let's get them loaded. I hope they
know.
like us.
Yeah, me too. Can't wait to see them.
There's some spare bowls there if you want them. Would you like
How
some?
are you doing? Yeah, we would. That would be great. Hey, you sweet little girl. Hey. Meow. We really look forward to having you guys. Aww. They're like, this is very different for us. All right, everybody's buckled up and in position.
I'm gonna ride with them in the back just to make sure everybody's okay.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. All right. Keep talking with them.
See you soon.
See you on the other side. See you home. So it's been about 20 minutes en route back to our place. I know Brittany's got to be having quite the bonding moment with those cats in the back right now. It's really sweet of her to sit and keep them company. It's really hot in the back of our truck right now, and I'm trying to drive as gently and slowly as possible, but also quickly to get home. I know those cats are gonna be happy to be out of that box.
Oh, we're here. You're so brave, kitties.
How was my driving?
Oh, you did great.
How'd they do?
They were distressed.
Look at them hugging each other.
They've been snuggling and licking each other's ears.
Aw.
They've been comforting each other.
I'm sure it was much better with you back here.
I couldn't have had it any other way. I was like singing to them. We're almost home, almost home. And now we're home.
Man, I just feel the heat rolling out of the back of here.
It was a little warm.
Well, the crate was a little too big to get in the door.
It was, but I think they'll just come out.
Enjoy your new home.
Here we go. Here's the moment we've been waiting for. There you go. So brave. We put a sweater.
Wow.
Baby.
Fascinating.
Oh, next is Tom. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Holy shit.
This is crazy.
Wow.
Oh, and here goes Minu. Good job, Minu. You did it. Oh, my. They made
They're
it.
on the hammock. I had no idea that would be a thing.
Oh, wow.
I'm afraid of that one hole in the
Here, let me get out. Okay, now that I'm out, maybe they'll stay in. Kitties, please stay in. No, you're so crazy. Oh dear. We put water and treats. Let's just let them be and make sure they don't do anything too crazy. Wow.
Did you ever think like that kind of cat? I don't think so when you were inspecting it, because that
No.
is not what we expected.
I didn't think they would climb up the wall like that. I mean, I know cats can climb.
They look really comfortable right now, though.
Maybe, yeah, that might be their new favorite spot.
Wow.
Well, we can say that we tried.
We gave it an A+ effort here, and hopefully we can just get them to calm down a little bit. That was a hot car ride. They're in a new place, but
Aw.
it is really peaceful down here, and hopefully they'll grow to appreciate that. And eventually, after maybe a week or two, we could just start letting them out, and they'll know that we're going to take care of them, love them, and feed them.
A week or two? That seems like a long time for some wild cats, but
I don't know. We'll take it a day at a time. Anyways, guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode,
Yeah.
watching us gain more members of our family, furry friends, and
yep, experimenting with our
Yeah.
CATIO build here.
it's an adventure every day.
What a project this was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are the best, and we'll see you
Love
next
you.
time.
Ciao.
Ciao. Will they be here in the morning? No one knows. They look happy, though. At least they have enough room for 3.
You're just trying to understand what's going on. We love you. You're in a good place. We promise. We'll take good care of you. And we'll set you free soon.
Sorry about my stinky undies.
They're not stinky. They're just undies.
We can't wait to see you all in our next episode, where you find out what happens about 10 minutes after this last scene here. But like we say, every day's an adventure. We love you guys. We'll see you back here real soon.